A vast room appeared, its ceiling lost in the swirling mists above. I stood in the center of a courtyard, or what would be a courtyard if the ground wasn't paved with statues. Statues of me. Each one was frozen in an impossible pose, contorted and distorted in ways that my body couldn't manage. They stared at me with vacant eyes. And yet I felt their gazes burning into my mind like the stare of a basilisk. Their mouths were twisted in silent screams, and from those screaming mouths came whispers that slithered into my ears, urging me forward, deeper into the chamber. Shadows stretched and shifted among the statues, elongating and warping like the reflections of flickering flames. Their edges blurred, taking on the shapes of claws and teeth. I wanted to scream, but no sound came out. My throat was raw, my limbs heavy. Fear coiled in my stomach, squeezing my insides until they felt like twisting, contorted funnels of dread. With each step I took, the room twisted further, the statues shifting and rearranging themselves until the whole place became a waking nightmare. I was trapped in a labyrinth of living stone, and the whispers grew louder, more insistent. They pressed into my mind, worming their way through the cracks in my concentration, threatening to overwhelm me. The shadows writhed, becoming tendrils of darkness that lashed out at me, clawing, biting, trying to drag me down into the suffocating depths of the earth. I stumbled, falling to my knees. The cold stone floor bit into my palms, but I didn't care. I scrambled back, away from the encroaching statues, away from the whispering shadows, my heart pounding against my ribs like a frantic bird trying to escape its cage. But there was no escape. The statues surrounded me, and from their mouths came a chorus of voices, a cacophony of screams that echoed through the endless, twisting corridors of my mind. I closed my eyes, trying to shut out the horror, but it was no use. The faces of the statues burned into my eyelids, searing my retinas with images that would haunt my nightmares for years to come. Then, as suddenly as it began, it stopped. The whispers faded, the shadows retreated, and the only sound was the echo of my own ragged breathing.